What up, everybody? My name is Galson Anthony, the best to ever do it, and this is another episode of Get Out of Here. Now, disclaimer for the sensitive people. Do you think freedom of speech is a figure of speech, or you think beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, or you just plain racist? Then yep, this one's for you because I'm going to be talking about somebody who moved from one race to another race. Get out of here.
Nigga, get out here. Get out here.
We're gonna jump this one off with Kanyi Mbau, the one that looks like a light-skinned friend that looked like Michael Jackson and a dark-skinned friend that looked like Michael Jackson. Hell, even an Asian friend that looked like Michael Jackson. I mean, it feels like she's moving from Kanyi Mbau to Kanyi Mbau Pro to Kanyi Mbau Pro Max. Goodness, we don't even know what an ID or passport photo look like. I mean, considering IDs don't get updated, but passports do. Cause she gets to like customs and be like, nah, that ain't you. Who is you trying to be Kanyi Mbau? Playing devil's advocate, I understand where she comes from. Because we live in a world where black people hate themselves so much that they don't want to be dark-skinned anymore. They become light-skinned. So you know what she did for the sake of business and getting her entrepreneurship as far as golding is concerned? She did that. I'm really mad at that. Then she got to a point where she's like, okay, K-drama is taking over. Maybe I should emulate their beauty standards because it's becoming the norm. And so she's doing it. But it does have its repercussions though. Why? Because young women that don't know her from the past will understand this, see these beauty standards. She becomes the beauty standards because she is a star, and young girls tend to go through all this BBLing and all these kind of surgeries so that they can meet up to these standards. Do I believe this to be ridiculous? Yes, for the most part, but I also do understand. It's kind of like Bonang, looking like this to this. We don't really know what she looks like. I mean, hell, if she had to get kids, she's not gonna come out like this. I don't even know if was she just broke? Now that she's rich, she looks better, or she's just filled up with makeup. Nobody looks like themselves. Maybe after a swim or a shower, we'll know what they look like.
Get out of here.
The crazy part is these two are at war and lockerheads with each other about who's the biggest star, and it's simply because they're all trying to be more beautiful than they actually are or are not. I'm not quite sure what it is. Well, I guess don't be broke, because you're going to be considered ugly.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Moving on to Nigeria versus South Africa. There is now a ball-to-ball war happening between the two countries that is going wild. Now imagine if these two countries were next to each other. Now this is what happened. The unnecessary debacle between the South Africans and Americans was jumped off because of Chidi Moss shooting up to stardom, winning Miss Nigeria Universe. And then they decided, you know what, we're gonna get at each other. Now, South Africans started it off by ordering Bolts and Ubers on the other side, and every time someone, the Bolts drivers or Uber drivers got to the destination, they had to cancel. Now, what killed me was this video by the Nigerians. Check this out.
Since morning, I've had up to 30 orders, and I've noticed that the names are usually South African names. Only for me to go online and see that some South Africans are booking boat ride in Nigeria out of boredom to frustrate us. You decided that you will use my livelihood to play tumbo tumbo. No problem. Since you want to destroy my life, I will destroy yours.
Now imagine that. This guy's gonna do juju voodoo on you. Man, he said okotukupok. Can somebody translate what does that mean? Because I like that word, man. I wish I could say it.
Tumbo tumbo.
Alright, let's bleep that back. I made a mistake. It's South Africans and Nigerian war, not Americans and Niger. Whichever one. Yeah, what did I say? Damn it. It got so bad that Nigerians be like, we are not gonna let you go now. And they decided that they're gonna start ordering Ubers from their country in South Africa, and they got to their destinations and couldn't get picked up. It got that bad that Uber prices and bar prices shot up to the ceiling that most people couldn't even get rides. Damn, talking about always taking a one-up for Nigerians. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
The wildest thing of all, this rivalry or beef or debacle has gone so unnecessary that it has affected many people's lives, including the Uber drivers, the one that got stuck. Y'all remember him?
Tumbo tumbo.
It is kind of like everybody's trying to figure out who's pettier than thou. Get out of here for that. That nonsense needs to stop. Worst of all, could you imagine, like I said before, if these two countries were actually next to each other? Yeah, it was gonna be wild. And it's actually the first time I actually see two countries that are so far apart from each other, that are so mad at each other all the time. Generally, it's countries next to each other. But hey, it is what it is. Now, if you want some more content from me, please DM me. Tell me what you want me to talk about, news from your country and whatnot, and I will cover it.
Oh, Dija. Salamako, watcher of the land and sea. This order that is ringing and every other order that will come in, if that person's name is Sifiwe, Shabalala, Lerato, and that person decided that she will use or him will use me to play, as the person click accept on this boat app, let the person run mad.